There we go.
Spaceship.
Commitment.
And AYSTAP, are you smarter than a podcaster?
Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos!
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We are coming to you at the speed of sound across the airwaves from the Hexapod Soundhouse in Cleveland, Ohio for the 100th episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast. That makes my toes curl. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Nick. I am one of the hosts of the show. I am one of the half hosts of the show with the incredible, wonderful other half, Luke.
Your intros are much better than introducing the co-hosts than I do. But thank you guys for having me here. I would like to, I know we're getting, this is our 100th episode, and I know he's been putting a lot of work, but I just want to introduce DJ Overtime.
Hey, guys, it's 100. I'm excited to be here for the 100th.
Thank you for being here. Also, if you haven't seen, if you're not watching on the YouTube, I just want to introduce our returning guest, our former intern, our newest member of the Chaos League, Beyond guy, Zac.
Hey, thanks for having me for 100. Wow, congratulations.
We wouldn't want it any other way, and thank you very much. Nick, what do we got going on today?
Well, the gang is all here, and it's going to be a fun one. We're going to do a What Do You Think It Means, which just always cracks me up. We're going to do our final volume of the season, volume 10 of Are You Smarter Than a Podcaster? And we're going to do it based on true story, and finally wrap it all up with some inspirational thoughts, and don't quote me on this segment. So, guys, just a reminder. I know you've heard this spiel 99 times before, but we're going to do it one more time. Just a reminder to our returning listeners and a note for our new friends. Here at the Velocity Chaos Podcast, we explore the highest heights of the human knowledge and lowest depths of crude humor. Our mission is to tickle that pink thing between your ears, poke that frontal lobe, or sometimes just smash the laugh box. Woo-hoo! So hop in and buckle up for an infotainment ride across the airwaves.
And before we get into all of that good stuff that Nick just talked about, I want to remind you guys to go out there, follow us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Podcast, and on Facebook. Drop us some stars on Apple Podcasts, some love on Spotify. This is, how many times I'm doing this? Wadata, my dimida. Toss us a sub on YouTube as well. You can see us right now waving, pointing, doing shenanigans. But thank you guys, as always, for your support.
All right. As we do on this podcast, we are going to make the connection. It's a warm-up game where Luke, myself, and Zac are going to get our brains a little lubricated. DJ is going to roll the dice, the D6s. He's going to give us a number of moves, and we have that many moves to connect two words through some word association. So play along at home. Zac always does when he's on the treadmill. Amps him up, gets him real excited.
Gets me thinking.
Get you thinking. All right.
Like a velociraptor in that one movie that they can only read while they're walking on a treadmill.
Yeah.
Forgot what it was.
It's probably Futurama. I don't know. All right. DJ, hit us up.
All right, you know the drill. Let's hit it with the D6. It's the 100, so. Hey, all right. Okay, I'll see.
All right. Wow.
We have a 6 and a 6, which we know equals 12.
It's at least a metric 7.
All right.
How have we not got it yet?
I don't know.
Maybe I should just keep rolling until we get that.
Shouldn't take long, but it has. It's taken very long.
Talking very long.
All right.
In the meantime, I'd like you to make the connection between lawn darts and the Colosseum.
Very good.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We still going clockwise?
How do we start it so Zac gets the last one? I want.
He would have to say it, and then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like he'd be every third.
Okay. All right. So you're going to launch it to me. I'm going to start it, and you're going to anchor the team.
Okay.
Lawn darts to Colosseum in 12 moves. Here we go.
I don't even have 12 fingers.
Yeah.
That's true.
Start with the toes.
Dang.
All right. Lawn darts.
Games.
Yard. Oh, wait.
We just broke it into 2 words.
Yeah. Tommy,
Are you count? Oh, wait. No, are
you
you
can go
counting?
for it.
Okay.
It's like we haven't done this.
I'd take it for a walk.
Yeah.
You said yard.
Yeah.
College activities.
I feel so new. Like this is the first time we're doing this.
Maybe it's the last time.
yeah.
It's gone.
Beer.
Party.
Ego.
Ooh.
Ego.
No, he just said that. Yeah.
That's my turn. Ego.
Halfway there.
Ego.
You can make that plural too. Egos. I don't know if that helps.
He goes there. I go here.
British.
British. Europe.
4 more.
4 more years.
You said what? Europe.
Yeah, Europe.
Rome.
Colosseum.
You gotta get the 12.
We got 3 more.
to go.
Oh. You can't hang out in the Colosseum with 3 moves?
Oh,
That's the word. That's the word.
Oh. I thought we were doing all right, gladiators.
gladiators. Entertainment.
Colosseum.
Hey.
Sorry, I stole your thunder. Sorry, my brain was like, no, we
You're
get
like,
booze for that one.
I want him
That's my fart.
to. I want him to say the word, but I don't want him to say the word.
See, that was a complete psych out. I was like,
Yeah.
what's the order we can do for like him to get it? And then I was just like, mine.
You
Sorry.
wanted him to have.
See,
For
I
some
wanna-
reason, I was thinking gladiator.
with college, I was trying to go like Greek life, and
Yeah, that
like,
would have been
you know.
good.
I was 12 is too long. We gotta black out some of the numbers on those dice, some of the dots. All right, guys, thanks for warming up. I feel completely inadequate now.
You got another riddle?
So yeah,
I wish I did.
let me Google one. What's round and has S's in it? Mississippi. Okay. What do you think it means, guys? What do you think it means? I know we've been asking this all season long.
Classic.
All these episodes. This is a segment where we take a look at the etymology of a word. We get real deep down in there into our brain stems, and we try to say, hey, where does this English language that we love and adore come from? So this week, we are going to talk about Cleek. What do you think Cleek means?
Well, a gleek is not the word you said, but a gleek is that when you spit out the wall, like that random like shot of saliva that you have spit out of your mouth. So I'm thinking a cleek is maybe somewhere along those lines. Maybe it's like when you cleek. It would have to be along those lines where it's like a river lizard that that burrows under the bark of a tree, and tribesmen pry it out. I think that's what a cleek is.
The lizard. They pry the
Yeah.
lizard out?
Yeah, it's the whole process of that.
That's it's not the lizard, it's the process.
Yeah, the process.
Yeah, that's it. How did you guess that?
Hey, I know. I'm a learned man.
It is definitely that definition in a different universe.
All right, time for Aussie news. Let's go.
Yeah. No. All right. Good guess.
No, you don't have to. Don't pander to me.
Okay. Shit guess.
What planet are you on?
We're not playing Family Feud.
We're not
That wasn't a
playing
good answer.
What is a tree lizard that climbs under the bark and gets pried out by tribesmen?
Show me potato salad.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Cleek. Well, similar along those lines. A cleek is actually, little known fact is that it's actually a group of tribal people. They're nomadic people that they move around North America. Yeah, it's a cleek.
They move around right now.
And before.
These are the American
the
gypsies we've all heard about.
Well, yes, the American gypsies, but The Cleeks were prior to little known Christopher Columbus. They were around hanging out.
The Cleeks. Okay. All right. So we got log lizards.
The act of prying log lizards that have burrowed between the tree and the bark.
Pardon me.
It's like we're going out for the Cleek, and it's this whole ceremonial thing.
You ready for Cleek Cleek?
It's Cleek week.
No, no, Mom, don't let him take me to Cleek Week. You ready for Cleek Week? All right, and then there's a nomadic American tribe, and Zach, bring it home with the round of illiterate first guesses.
My guess was gonna go for like a form of measurement, but you guys are throwing it way out there, so I feel like it's
what would
either,
a Cleek measure if it was a measurement?
See, I'm thinking of a click, so
Lizard.
Oh,
and it's I feel like
Lizard,
it's gonna be
how you measure lizard tails.
lizard nose to tail. That's a form
a
of
clique.
measurement.
One Cleek.
It's like when you would
One clique. We're about one clique south of Cleveland.
you have like furlong, a hand, and whatever, like all those other measurements that they had, and
You could use it on Godzilla because
That's
he's
a freaking
lizard,
long
so
cleat.
that's a very long.
a lot of people on the internet measure in bananas, so we measure in lizards. A cleek.
That's how we do it around the Chaos League.
It's a standard Cleek or a metric Cleek?
Yeah. Imperial?
It
no,
depends,
it's Imperial.
Imperial Cleek, yeah.
it depends on if you're watching the legendary version of Godzilla or the 20th Century Fox version of it with Matthew Broderick,
Oh yeah,
or if you're watching the Toho version of Godzilla. Those are the three categories of cliques.
2000.
Godzilla 2000.
Godzilla 2000.
All right.
Matthew Broderick
Form of measurement. Okay.
of
Sorry.
lizards. Come on.
Nose to tail. So those are all wrong.
Dang. Who would have thunk?
Who would have clicked it?
Oh, is he closer with that?
Maybe. So we're coming from we're going to the Isles, the British Isles.
Oh, we were right.
So the Scots, it was a verb, past tense, cleek. This is the old version of it. Past tense, clocht, to grasp or seize. And that comes from Middle English, Northern and the Scots. And it's spelled differently. It's just spelled differently. Cleke is the older version of it.
We modernized it.
Yeah.
I was right with like Cleek to Cleveland, CLE.
Yeah.
So do you want to guess
All right.
again what is
I'll
a
go home.
clique now after that definition of Middle English, coming from Middle English to
So-
grasp or seize?
Yeah, so it's I think no.
Oh,
To
but you're
grasp-
that far off
To
now,
grasp
you say?
a
Yeah.
lizard.
Yeah, it's a group of nomadic people that came and stole all the lizards that were a certain length. I think we were all like right there. It's like these nomadic people that stole grasped a bunch of lizards that were a specific length so that they could use it for measurement.
In the British Isles. The lizards in the British Isles.
Yeah, it's how prominent they are.
Dragons.
Yeah,
They snatch all the dragons out of Britain.
yeah.
So this was an event. So it's capital clique.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The cliquening. Got it.
He's had that one in his pocket for a while.
Cleeking.
All right. The cliquening. They stole all the dragons. DJ Overtime. What do you got for me?
They're grasping. They're grasping the Cleeks. The Cleeks. What do they grasp? Yeah. Yep, I'm sticking with lizards on this one. No, I think if it wasn't grasping lizards, it was to seize the lizards, and they were taking them as like their slave people. So they were like cliquing. You would clique something like a creature of some sort. You would seize or take a creature to be your own.
Okay. So seizing a creature.
Typically lizards.
Typically. Seizing lizards.
Yeah. It was a big Scottish pastime.
Just seizing all the lizards.
Yeah. Before they made it EE, you know.
Okay. All Okay. What do we got, Zach? What's your?
I'm gonna go with another educated guess. So the grasping of Fruit Loops in the roof of my mouth. Hitting Nick with an OG
Okay.
podcast quote right there.
This is him just like I wanted an inside joke. Grasping Fruit Loops, top of the mouth. That one's actually the closest. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, you're all wrong again. I'm going to give you one more hint, and then we'll get into what it actually is. So I did it out of order. I'm sorry. But even older than the Middle English version, all right? The Cleeken.
Oh,
Old English.
that gives it away.
To bend one's fingers. Cleeken.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Do we want to go in order again, or do we want to go back around?
however you want to do it, yeah.
All right, I'm going to go back to Zach on this one to start it off.
So obviously it's got something to do with hands and bending. I guess honestly, I think it just means to make a fist at this point. That's my best guess. You got me there.
So Cleek is like the modern version of it, based off of Cleeken, which is to bend a finger, and then the next one, which is to
grasp. So
to
you're
grasp.
grasping your fingers now.
So firmly
grasp it.
Firmly grasp it.
So as a noun, would it be a clenched fist? Another name for a clenched fist,
Oh, maybe.
or like Cleeken is to clench the fist.
Yeah.
Okay. Clenched fist.
I'm here to educate, and learn.
Okay,
Not to
good.
talk about lizards.
All right, let's go to DJ. So based off of the Cleeken, which is to bend one's finger, going all the way now. Middle English was to grasp, and then we're left with the modern version of Cleek, most often used in the 14th century.
Okay. I'm going rogue. I'm leaving the lizards behind. It's time. I want you to know I've shed my ways, and that I think this is to snatch up voraciously, to like you would like a nephew or something. If they're about to like run into danger, you'd snatch them up. You'd cleek them. You cleek them up. Cleek up my child.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy just click that kid over there?
It's that grasp that just snatches you up by the shoulder. That's the it's that mom grab. They grab you by that bicep because you're still little.
Mm-hmm.
And they can get you.
Is it specifically a child, or can it be anything?
Well, it's anything, but
Could be
that's
like
just
Fruit Loops?
Okay.
But it's quickly. It's
quickly snatch something.
yeah, quickly grasp something up. Take something as your own.
Cleek Master.
Yeah.
Cleek Master Flash.
It's like the origin of clickbait.
Oh.
Yep.
Clickbait, snatching your attention, snatching your minutes, snatching it away. Okay. All right, Luke. One more time. The Cleeken, bent finger. You got it?
Yeah, I too. I'm going to go away from the lizards.
Okay.
So the Cleeken is where it all stemmed from. Is there was this guy, he said, "Release the Cleeken," and it was this giant lizard. I was kidding. I'm sticking with the lizard thing. and the Cleeken had just like so many lizard hands that it would snatch up these
Calling
little
an
kids.
audible right now.
With his clenched fists.
So the Cleeken was an ancient giant lizard.
Yeah.
So Cleek is now what?
Is this
Based off of that.
the measurements of little lizards that they
So you're sticking to your guns. Got it. Okay.
No, I mean, probably had to be the act of, I guess, like holding on to something, maybe.
Okay, holding on to something.
Like clenched fists, like somewhere along the like.
That is lizard tail size.
Yeah, lizard
of
tail. Yeah.
holding on to something. Okay, you guys actually got in the ballpark, so you guys can watch the game. All right.
Paid full price.
You can watch it from way up high in the nosebleeds. All right.
Yeah, we don't want to get hit by the Cleeken.
Yeah.
Gotta stay away.
Just screaming and yelling. Guys, a Cleek is a giant hook. Yep. It can be used as a clocht to grasp or seize. That was what was used in Scotland. But that's where it comes from. The Scots noun cleek means large hook, as for hanging a pot over a fire. A second sense for the shape of a cleek is arm, the body part, and a third sense for the word is a golf club with an iron head, narrow face, and a little slope, used for shots from a poor lie on the fairway. So it was for like a couple centuries an actual golf club. But it was the same idea. The hook, like the shape of the hook, it was very like hook to get you out of tight spots. So
Pitching wedge style.
Is that like the thing on the bottom of an umbrella? Would you call that a cleek?
maybe you could probably call that a cleek.
The thing like vaudeville, they got the cleek to pull the bad axe off the stage.
Yeah, that's a long cleek. You know what's funny is that it's if you Google it, it actually comes up with like the sex toy hooks too.
Oh,
So it covers all types of hooks.
hooks, hookers, anything to hook with.
Anything to hook with, just in case. The lot lizards, if you will.
See, it all came back.
We knew it.
Hey, you
Oh,
like what
dear.
I did with that? Okay.
I'm so mad. I actually made a hook with my hand too, and I was like,
Look at this guy.
With your strong hand.
my strong arm.
I have something to say. Put your cleek down.
Want some mashed potatoes?
Well, guys, I'm glad we found that. It's in our lexicon now, okay? Cleeks. I mean, we got the public version of it where it's anal beads, and we got the private version where it's still anal beads. No, I'm just kidding. It's a form of measurement. Lizard, nose to tail.
Yeah, it's all a bunch of floxinox and nihilipilification, if you ask me.
That's what these segments are. But you know, it's what's not floxinox and nihilipilification. You know, it's very serious. Protecting your precious delicacies. And I wanted to mention on this episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast that for a limited time, you too can have your precious delicacies protected for half the cost. You heard me right. Company is now offering 50% off on precious delicacy protection for Velocity Chaos listeners. Actually, you don't even have to listen. You just have to use the code VCPOD50 for 50% off precious delicacy protection for your first 33 months of protection. Hey, what the hell? It's the 100th episode. Let's multiply it. 30 months for free on Velocity Cast podcast. So if you wanted the extra peace of mind for your precious delicacies, get the absolute best precious delicacy protection with Company. This is not an actual product service idea, just in case you thought it was. It's not. If there's something out there with the same name, we are unaware and have no affiliation, offer no judgment on the actual product service or idea.
Are you smarter than a podcaster? Are you smarter than these podcasters? You think you're smarter than a podcaster? Well, let's find out. Oh, yes. Let's find out indeed, because, gentlemen, on this 100th episode, it's our final, season finale of AYSTAP, Are You Smarter Than a Podcaster? And we are going to find out. And we brought another one of our chaotics along, Mr. Zac, stepping in. We had Michelle last week. She's the reigning champion of Are You Smarter Than a Podcaster? Let's see how Zac fares against our podcasters. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so ready.
All right.
I think Nick's going for a perfect week. I feel it.
You just ruined me.
I'm sorry.
You just clicked me.
I did.
Clicked it right out of my hands.
Got
Those
Cleek.
damn lizards.
We got some curveballs in here. We got some fun stuff. Let's start it off with some numbers. Since we're playing numbers games on these last couple episodes, what to date is the highest grossing video game? This is a multiple choice question. Is it A, Mario, B, Minecraft, C, Grand Theft Auto, or D, Call of Duty?
Oh, gosh.
Dang.
Dang.
I had some thoughts like before you gave us this, and then now that you mentioned those,
Right,
it's
right,
like,
right.
We were going to do it
Dang.
by franchise, but I just wanted to go by single video game release.
okay.
I
I know what I'm going
I know
with.
the answer.
I know what I'm going for.
So it's my turn first?
Yep.
Okay. Minecraft.
I was going to say Minecraft as
Same,
well.
same as well.
Oh, my gosh.
Uh-oh.
You guys aren't even working the spread right out the gate. We're taking decisions, but it's okay because it is Minecraft.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Tinky.
Tinkies.
I can come left.
No, I like Tinkies.
Tinkies. Okay.
Doing good. I figure. I don't know. I thought I'd shake up a couple of you on that.
yeah.
one.
That was walking the line, though.
Well, I was going to say Mario
Yeah.
before you said anything.
Mario, believe it or not, is it teeters back and forth to being one of the highest franchises. So,
Okay.
but again, with numbers, the internet, you know how that goes. So,
We need a new Nintendo system.
I think there was like some like article that came out not too long ago that it was like Minecraft had hit like that I don't know, broke up some record, and I would have assumed Mario too,
Yeah.
but
Because I don't think of Minecraft as I don't know, like a game like the other ones in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We don't exclude around the VC.
yeah.
I've never played, so
Well, it's okay because we're gonna take it down under because I want to know what is the name of a baby kangaroo.
Oh,
I know.
I got this one.
What?
What is the name of a baby kangaroo? I will answer when I know Nick is ready. I know he's typing out the question for the list. If you are ready,
I'm ready.
he's ready. A joey.
A Joey.
A Joey.
It is. We would call it a Joseph. It's a Joey. Which we know.
A
There's no,
Susie.
as long as there's no sloppy joes down there, Nick's got a bone to pick.
Yeah.
Look out, Manwich. All right.
Coming for you.
Coming for you.
Without any meat.
You
Hopefully
really
there's
have
no
a
kangaroo in that.
Man, what's right there?
You should listen to the podcast. You know what we're talking about.
I told you I've been on a break right now.
It's on a
right.
break.
He's going to
All
binge
right.
it.
Meat or no meat in this can?
I don't know these days. I'm going to say there's no meat.
Did you
Yes.
think that there should be meat in there?
Well, it's
Just from the advertising.
just from the advertising.
Moving around so you don't read
Your
it.
whole life growing up, is there meat in the Manwich can?
In the can, isn't it the sauce?
Okay, this guy.
Okay.
Okay.
He's the smart
Well,
one.
it's like we could
Yeah.
talk about it another day.
Ridiculous.
It's like hamburger helper. Like you go get the actual meat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Smarty pants.
Wait, there's no hamburger in the freaking hamburger helper box?
No.
Go ahead. Sorry, DJ. Sorry.
What'd you say, Zach?
Whole life's ruined.
All right, moving on to number 3. Let's get our science caps on. Pull them on here because on the periodic table of elements,
Oh no.
what letter corresponds with the element potassium?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know this one. Give me a second though. Actually, I'm just gonna go with it because that's I'm not gonna be able to think of it. So I have my answer.
I have mine.
You have your answer?
Yeah.
K.
K.
Okay.
Oh, we're on a train because it's just rolling through with these right answers. K.
Yes.
Corresponds with potassium.
That's my wife's least favorite text to receive. It's just K. It has to either be KK or OK. It can't just be K or else.
I send L usually.
I
instead of-
Does anybody ever say KK out loud? No.
don't know. Maybe
My sister does.
By yourself.
Okay.
KKK. Sorry.
too far.
Too far. Too many.
Let's take it back a little bit because we've sticking up here in the ethereal, the present. Let's go to this favorite question. What is the name of Lori Loughlin's character on the 80s 90s sitcom Full House?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Which character is that? Oh, I wasn't trying to. I'm trying to. I don't know who Lori Laughlin is.
She's married to what's
To
his
Uncle
name?
Jesse.
Uncle Jesse.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
you shouldn't have let him.
That's who I thought it was. Because
No, we won all straight A's on this one.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to work as
The
a team.
team.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys got to give me a minute here.
He's
Oh,
big
hang on.
picture
I'm
over
telling you
here.
right now, you're not getting all straight A's. I get
Lori Laughlin. Oh, I got it. Yes, I got it.
I please.
Lori
ask me
Loughlin's
for
character on
some
the
time.
80s 90s sitcom Full House.
You-
Everywhere
Thank
you look, everywhere there's a heart. Come on, back me up here. Something about something.
When you're
I think I
all
got
back
something. I
there
don't think it's
and
right,
you're
but I got
all
it.
alone.
Okay.
There's
you guys
somebody
ready?
coming.
I'm struggling
Call
to.
you. No, I already said it. Bow. You ready?
Yeah, I know the dog's name.
Half a point.
I have a, what's the dog's name?
I know what the dog's name is.
Comet.
Comet.
Comment.
So that's not her name.
Keep
Or
it,
was
keep it.
that was the dog's name Lori Laughlin?
And her name was Comet. What?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
Zach, you got 5 seconds.
Oh, you don't have your guess yet?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I can't think of one.
5.
Gotta pick one.
You got to answer first then.
All right.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Jenny.
Becky.
Becky.
I told you, Zach, you weren't on a train because the answer is Becky.
Get off my train.
I still count that as a win. Because
Aunt Becky or Rebecca, if you want to go by her proper name. Yes, she was a fox. Smoke shit.
I almost went with Have Mercy, but
You gave the hint. That was the best part. You're like, she's buried. She's Jesse's dude.
yeah.
she's the one that went to.
Wait, how did that work?
Was it tax evasion? Didn't she just go to jail for?
Listen.
Oh no, the college. She
can't
was
even
paying off
go
the
up.
college.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I was trying to think. Becky. Aunt Becky.
Quit slandering Becky on my segment. Beautiful.
It's a Becky safe zone, okay? Lori Laughlin.
What a babe.
Lori, we
See,
appreciate you.
I thought of Jesse too much. So
America's sweetheart.
We see you. The show lasted for 10 years. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
All right. Moving on to number 5. Let's talk more about numbers because what was the number of the first player's number to be retired by the MLB? Now, here's the curveball. Hey. You get a bonus point if you give me the year. If you give me the name, you get an alternate point.
Ooh, an alternate point. These are new bonus points.
Alternate point. Alternate point is like a replacement point.
Okay.
But if you give me the number, the name, and the year, you get 3 points.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I have
We're
it.
coming out big for the 100th right now.
I don't know if it's right, but I have my. Oh, dang.
dude, this is tough.
That is tough.
I've narrowed
you
it down
said
to
what
my
for the
brain.
MLB or NBA?
MLB.
MLB.
He's like Michael Jordan.
Dang.
Bulls.
yeah,
Red was
I
the
don't
color of the jersey.
3
points.
I could give you
23.
I could give you a hint.
I mean, they just
Not a good hint, but
they just retired number 6 in the NBA.
Okay, I'm ready. Is this
I
like
have a
permanently
guess.
retired? No, or just like the first one that they did the ceremony around.
the first time they retired a player's.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
That's the problem. It's like I
just got to go with what I got because I'm not.
Yeah.
not ready.
Again, you can
what,
take
do you have a hint? You said.
yes. It's my brother will fight me for this because it's also his lucky number, but it's my lucky number as well. Well, I used to call it my lucky number.
How am I supposed to know that?
Well,
Yeah.
Lucky number.
I told you it was a bad hint.
Is it a 2-digit number or a 1-digit number?
Oh, there you go. That's a good question.
I have 2 answers.
All right. I don't know the numbers. That's my problem. Okay.
Somewhere
I think
between 0 and 100.
I have I have a number in mind, but
Okay, let's do it. I'll go first.
And remember, you can, like I said, alternate point if you can guess the player,
Yeah.
and you can guess the year. So you ultimately have 3 chances to make points here.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I'm guessing Hank Aaron, number 10, 1956.
Dang, that's. See, the answer I have it's got to be wrong, but I was gonna say Jackie Robinson 42. I don't know 1975 or something. I don't know when they did that.
Okay.
see, I was gonna go with 42.
It's not Michael Jordan, Zach.
Yeah, that was my guess. I could only think of a number. I know very little bit
Let's
about
throw out a year at least.
Make up a name.
And throw out a name
Jackie
too.
Robinson, 1973.
That'd be awesome. I'm sorry. You're not correct. And you're not correct. And you're not correct.
Was it Babe Ruth number 3?
It was not. Very
Okay.
close.
Whoa.
It was Lou Gehrig. Number 4, 1939.
Oh, 1939,
Wow.
number 4.
Not
All right.
even close.
That'd be, yeah.
That one was a bomber.
It was a bomber. But guess what? We're moving on to a favorite subject of ours, and Are You Smarter Than a Podcaster? It's presidential trivia time.
Ooh.
Because we're across the halfway mark. The 42nd president of the United States, Bill Clinton.
Damn it. You always do that. I'm like, oh, I know this one.
The 42nd president of the United States, Bill Clinton, had a chocolate lab that went by the name of, was it A, Max, B, Daisy, C, Milo, or D, Buddy?
Buddy.
The 42nd president of the United States.
I want to go with Daisy.
He's just ripping off answers. All
That's
right,
cool.
just shoot from the hip here.
Gotta do sometimes.
Is it A, Max? Is it B,
Dang, that's
Daisy? C, Milo, or D, Buddy?
Can you call each one of those dogs?
Hey, Max, come on over here.
Okay.
Daisy, get on over here now. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Milo, come here.
Okay.
Oh, buddy, come here, buddy. Get on over here. Hey, buddy, come here.
I got my answer.
Yeah. Is it my answer? It's yours.
No, it's me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Buddy.
I'm gonna go with Buddy as well.
You went Daisy.
Oh, you want Daisy? Okay. I was like,
No, I wouldn't.
he was like I asked the question. He's like, Jamal, Daisy.
Something in my gut told me Daisy. I feel like that's a nice name for a dog.
Dude, that's a really good feeling. But you'd be incorrect because it's D, buddy.
Oh,
Dang.
good call, Luke. Because as soon as he said it with that, I was like, "That's got to be it."
That's totally Bill.
Did I give it away? Or you think
No,
that was a Bill thing?
just like hearing him say it.
It just sounded right.
Yeah.
See, I still want to even say Daisy, even though I know the answer now. I'm like, Daisy.
Oh, Daisy, oh boy. He says, oh boy, and it still sounds like Buddy. It's close. Anyway, well, that's good because we're moving on to number 7. What is the highest score one person can reach in 10-pin bowling in one game of 10-pin bowling?
I got my answer.
I got my answer. You got your answer?
I got my guess.
It's not Michael
guess.
Jordan.
It's not the Franklin Yellow Jackets. It is 300.
300.
300.
You'd be correct. It is 300.
Nice. All right.
Nice, very nice. Rounding out. You're a bowling guy though, aren't
I
you?
am.
You got that. You got those turkeys.
Let me pull that ball out. It's over there.
Yeah, dude. You got your own custom ball. All right.
Highest I've gotten is 272, was it? Something like that. 276.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was a good game.
You've been practicing.
I used to, not anymore.
You're almost breaking records.
I haven't gone in like 8 years.
Oh, boy.
That's a lie. We just played.
Yeah.
No, I mean like with my equipment.
You were gonna say balls, weren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not breaking any records with those numbers, but somebody else is because this female singer is the youngest person to ever win Album of the Year at the Grammys. Who is that singer?
Alanis Morissette.
Yep. I think it's more C.
Wait, did we get this question? I thought we got
No,
this
that
question.
was a different question.
That was a weird one.
I do have my answer.
What female singer is the youngest person to ever win the Album of the Year at the Grammys?
The youngest person ever?
Youngest person ever.
I got mine.
You can eliminate 50% of the
Yep.
population because I gave you female.
I don't want to wait for my lunch to get colder.
This is yours. I just need 10 seconds because I'm like trying to.
Well, yeah, so I mean, we got a
The
lot of
Grammys
music.
weren't around for Shirley Temple, I don't think. So
Yeah, little animal crackers in her soup. Monkeys and rabbits, loop to loop.
Well, youngest, and it's a
Could we get a
female,
year?
So it's
when this
not
happened?
Jackson.
Oh, no, that'd give,
No,
that'd give it away.
dead giveaway.
Dead
Big
giveaway.
giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
All right, at a decade.
It's Cash Me Outside, girl.
Album of the year.
Name the album.
Gucci flip flops.
It was actually Michael Jordan.
Surprise. All right, I got my guess.
Got-
It's not right,
Got
but
got a guess?
I got to guess.
Got a guess. All right, this one's me. I'm going to go with Billie Eilish.
Taylor Swift. Good guess. You got it right.
You both just, I mean, what do I, it was either Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift, so now I got to,
Damn it.
Taylor Swift.
Alanis Morissette. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep. Alanis Morissette.
Well, Nick, Luke is correct because it is Billie Eilish.
I should have went with my gut, my first choice.
Damn.
Oh, yes. She's got that. Oh, Billie Eilish fans out here. Anyway, well, fine.
She's always whispering. What do you...
It's a throwback.
Guy.
I'm the bad guy. Well, that's fine because we'll take it to a world that maybe we know. Let's go to some movie trivia. Luke, this is all for you. What is the name of the spaceship from the 1975 movie Alien by Ridley Scott?
Man, that's not for me at all.
Oh man, dude, this is. I'm gonna be so pissed.
The name of the spaceship in Alien, 1975 Alien. Oops, why am I?
79.
1979. My bad. That's when I thought Jackie Robinson's number got retired.
You guys got to make Zach guess first, because if you say something, he's gonna be like, yeah, I was gonna. It's either one of those. It's Billie Eilish.
You got to
Oh
honor
no! Billie Eilish was my first choice.
I got it, but I don't think it's right. But I got it.
I don't have
a
anything
guess.
yet.
I have a guess.
I have a decent guess, but it's probably wrong.
19 Alien. So they named their spaceships. Okay.
So they named this.
All right. I have a guess that I don't. Yeah. Okay. I got something.
4670009.
You're just singing, trying to sing
Yeah,
Tommy
I
Two
just-
Tone.
Something like that.
I got it. I got the guess.
I got a guess.
The Nostromo.
Ooh.
The Odyssey.
I was gonna say like Opportunity or something like that. Like
Opportunity.
I could just like see you guys like scraping for answers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the Enterprise.
That's what I was like.
The
That's not
Millennium
it.
Falcon.
It's a hard
The
one.
Death
But Nick,
Star.
you're correct. It's the Nostromo.
Wow.
Nice.
Dude,
Wow.
that was a deep. I had to dig deep on that.
Nostradamus.
Dude, I don't know. You could have been sandbagging. We wouldn't have known it. He's like,
No.
yes.
I had to dig. I did have to dig deep in that one. But
USCSS Nostromo.
what'd you guess, Luke?
Opportunity.
Okay.
Like,
That's
yeah.
not bad.
Well, hopefully we get a little more. It's number 10, and this all my questions or my this segment is 100 themed because it's the 100th episode, because we're doing 10 questions, which is the square root of 100. So
Nice.
Oh, I thought that
They're
was.
all- they're all
oh,
100 themed,
I
see?
thought that was the question.
no, it's not.
You always do that to me. You always ask, and I know what it is halfway through the question, and then you finish the question, and I don't know where to go.
Well, I mean, you guys all know a thing or two about Lord of the Rings, yeah?
No.
Cool.
Dang.
Something.
Well, cool. So, what I want to know is, who is Samwise Gamgee's wife in Lord of the Rings?
Oh my God. Who's gonna know that?
Oh.
Like what? Like what's her name?
Yeah, what's her name?
Wow.
100, right?
Yeah.
Centria. Oh.
Oh no, just the
You-
us doing Are You Smarter Than Podcaster is 100 themed because there's 10 questions. That has nothing to do with the questions.
That's why I was answering it like.
Well, it's actually I found this out. I was watching Jeopardy the other night, and it came up with the question, who was or what was the name of Frodo's cousin who gave him the ring? I was like, cousin? I thought it was his uncle, and then we looked it up, and Bilbo actually is Frodo's cousin, but it's like his ex-cousin twice removed kind of thing, where it's like
Yeah.
his grandparents, like their great grandparents were like something, but like he was as old as
They're going
Frodo's
that
parents.
deep into it.
I bet you.
Yeah.
Second cousin twice removed
Yeah.
on his mother's side. Yeah.
But he's like technically a cousin.
See, I thought it was his uncle the whole time. So
I know
Yeah.
you're stalling, but man, I'm gonna throw my chair when I hear this because I know that I know it. But
Yeah.
it is.
I bet you someone on Jeopardy was like me, who's sitting there typing a question like, "This sounds like cool. It's his cousin, yeah." And like people are like, "You guys are like, wait, oh no, the lineage." She's like, "Oh yeah, totally is." I had no idea what it actually.
Yeah. Oh, it's
This actually
I'm-
comes from one of our chaotics too. It's
Nice.
a little donation.
Is this from Michelle?
No, it is not.
Oh.
who's the
Okay.
nerd
What?
that
This-
threw this in there and is killing me right now on points?
This is from the LOTR fanatic himself, Steele.
Ooh.
Oh, Steele.
Okay.
Shout out to you, Steele. You stumped us on this one.
No,
man.
I actually
you
got
have
it.
no life.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you.
I was trying to stall for you. I saw you.
Why is Google going up there on your screen there, Nick?
That's not Google. This is Bing.
Uh-huh. SGs.
It's about that time. I'm gonna have to.
All
ask
right.
her.
Right.
All right.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
All right. Do you have an answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to know you have an answer before I give my answer.
Yes, I have an answer.
Okay. I'm gonna.
It's a poor answer.
We ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna say Rosie.
Rosie.
Yeah. Cornflower. I don't know.
I can't laugh. That's
I'm going to go with Princess Leia.
all right. Well, Zach, you'd be incorrect. Nick,
Yeah.
you'd be incorrect, and Luke, You would be corrected as Rosie Cotton.
I was going to give you the full name.
Yeah, dude.
But, yeah.
Oh, totally. That's the one series I don't watch. I can't get into Lord of the Rings.
From Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Look at all you guys. Oh, you little Lord of the Rings guys. But that is, are you smarter than a podcaster? How did we do? Did we tally?
I think I hit a 9er on that one.
No.
No.
you missed 2.
Did I miss 2?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, 2. I had an 8.
4.
I missed the retired number 1. And
Yeah.
then the spaceship one.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And I got 7. So that brings Luke's total to 54 on the season. And Nick's total to 50.
Man, coming in with some heat these last 2
including?
episodes.
Yeah.
I'm better than 50%. I am 50%.
That's including bonus.
Now you guys have to have a showdown. I mean,
Between us, I think we're probably somewhere in the 60s. I think we just pulled a 9er.
Yeah,
for
I
that
think
one.
everything got 9 on that.
So that's 60, 67 on the total. We did pretty all right.
We're
All right.
Close to 70%.
Okay.
Not
We're
bad.
average.
You know what I want to do here? Know what I want to do? We'll see how Michelle does. But on this one, I want to scoot over. I know this is gonna be a long. It's our 100th episode. Okay, give us some slack. Okay, we're having a laugh. I want to do another boat segment here, based on a true story.
Get one more in.
Get one more in for the season before we take a little break ski. We're gonna go head on over to Extra Hour Studio, and we're gonna pitch to producer Overtime here. So producer Overtime, me and my guys, we've been throwing this movie around. We've been throwing around the ball field, around the horn, up in the Normstrom spaceship. Actually,
The Nordstrom.
well,
They're a sponsor for this film.
yeah. Well, actually, we'll come up. Maybe we'll think of something different, but it's right up that alley. I know that you enjoy those type of movies. So I want to hit you with our log line if you're willing to listen.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're already after hours here, so hit me with the good late night pitch.
Okay, good. All right, take a seat. Me and my boys here, we got this. I'm gonna give you the log line. They're gonna hit you with the intro here. But man builds 60-foot spaceship to visit planet from his novels.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is ripped right from a headline. So we open in the backyard. There's blowtorches. There's tools all around, and Enrique Lopez is finishing.
Somebody different.
Smith Wesson.
Should be somebody different.
Gigante Blanco.
Should be somebody different.
Oh man, these were all the names we went through. What was the other one?
Zach had one.
Didn't you have a good name for the lead guy?
Luke Garrison.
It should be somebody different.
All right, too damn bad. We're going with it.
It should be somebody different.
Oh, we're gonna have a standoff early on. Anyway, we're gonna go with this guy. His name is Drill.
McGuffrey.
Drill McGuffrey. That was the original one we had.
You said Jill McGuffrey?
No, Drill
McGuffrey. Okay.
Drill McGuffrey.
Played by Tom Hanks.
So Drill McGuffrey is finishing something in his backyard, and it's real nice, really opening, like cinematic opening of him working on this thing, and then like he pulls over this tarp one last time to kind of cover up this machine in his backyard. Goes in the house, has a nice beer on the couch, watches some daytime television. Kind of we're dating it, sometime in like the late 80s kind of, and he's got his dog Fido in there. That's a stupid name. The name is Blob.
Buddy.
The name is Buddy. So
Should be somebody different.
the name is Blob.
Daisy.
Should be somebody. Hey, what? We got 2 at once. Hold on. Come on.
Should be Daisy.
Who am I talking to? Guys, it's getting late now. I'm start cracking these open.
All right, then I'm going to go next door to Walt Disney over here and deliver some of this.
All right, so the dog's name is Dizzy. So you got Drill and Dizzy, okay? So Drill McGuffrey and his dog Dizzy, and he just cracked open a beer. He's watching TV in the late 80s, just finished a Giant Machine opening. That's it. That's our opening.
Yeah. So we got the intrigue. We got the guy just doing normal guy stuff. We got what's going on. He starts nodding off on the couch. Kind of. You got the hum of the TV. Snow on the static. We got the static coming in, and it eventually wakes him up. He kind of, you get jolted out. When you start to, you lose what you were watching. But he like gets up. He goes to turn off the TV. Turns it off. He walks out of the room, and it turns back on. He's like, "Huh, Dizzy, what are you doing, Dizzy?" And he goes back in, turns off the TV, walks out, comes back. The TV turns on. Dizzy's already going up the stairs to the bedroom. So then he goes to turn the TV off, and it starts like getting these shapes in there, and he hears some clanking outside. So he shuts the TV off, and Dizzy starts barking a little bit. So then he goes, checks outside, and he sees like this thing go by his tarp that he had. So he goes outside. He grabs his stick, his beat stick he calls it, and
Should be called something different.
He calls it his poking stick.
Should be called something different.
He calls it Justice. So Drill, Dizzy, and Justice, go walking outside, cautiously, and kind of come over to the tarp, and as he's getting up there, the tarp just blows off, and it reveals his spaceship, and it turns on, and he's like, "What's going on? That shouldn't be happening." And he goes to shut it off. He goes inside. Dizzy jumps up in there, and as he jumps in or goes in to shut it off because he can't see anyone, it takes off. So Dizzy and Drill, they're on an adventure ride right now into space, presumably, is where they're going, possibly.
So Zach, Zach took this next part, and he kind of wrote a couple pages in here.
So the longer he stays on this ship, he starts to realize that he already knows how to operate the ship. Like it's already second nature. He already know, he starts to notice all these corridors within the ship as if he's lived here once before. And his imagination starts to take over, and he realizes, oh wow, this ship is a portal into his imagination. And so where does he go? He goes to all the places that he's read over time.
Yeah, that's it. So that's exactly it. Like he was writing these kind of like imagination journals, but it turns out that they're actually real places. And one of the first stops that he gets to is a planet called Blim Blam.
Should be called something different.
It's called Morglop.
Should be called something different.
It's called Ting Ting. So Ting Ting, the planet Ting Ting, is a big thing, and there's a lot of all the aliens there dressed in bling bling, and so planet Ting Ting, he lands down there, and there's like this little tribe of jewelry adorned aliens that have like this crazy cool circle in the middle of their village, and there's like this kind of crystal in it. It's like shooting up a beam, and like the spaceship is like drawn to it, and it like comes down, and essentially it was like this activation beam, and they were like looking for a hero. Like that's it. They were just like, we need a hero, and Drill is like, well, this is just a piece of lawn art for the county fair. Like, and they're like, no, it is like your travel like pod, like, and you have brought your trusty companion Justice and your stick Dizzy, and he's like, no, it's flipped. It's flipped. And they're like, oh yes. So anyway, they get it right. They sort that out. But anyway, these little aliens on Ting Ting with the bling bling, they have to, essentially there's these other villainous aliens that keep like coming down and just taking their bling bling.
They should be doing something different.
So they they make things sinking. Like there's a lot of sinking. They come around, they sink the ship. So anyway, they are trying to essentially they're bullying these little cool aliens with the bling. Like these guys are cool. They're just peaceful. They're little tribe people. Anyway, they need a hero, and they try to recruit Drill and Dizzy and Justice.
Yeah, and Drill, he's read about these worlds and he's written about these worlds and stuff that just in his free time, and so he's like, wow. These trees are the way I imagine. These mountains, they're shaped the same way. They got gumdrops and powdered sugar
That's
on
something different.
They have they got licorice vines. They have
something different.
They have Coca-Cola rivers. They have jelly beans in volcanoes, and they have Laffy Taffy tree bark and all that great stuff. Like he's like, wow, this is everything I imagined. So if these bling blings are having trouble, well then the gonger box, well, they got to be over this way. So let me travel through the Hickleberry Woods, and they should be over the Gingle box should be in the
Yeah.
So
the Gingle box is like the key to this whole thing. The Gingle box is actually just a giant sword that he is able to put on the other end of Justice to create like a giant halberd. Okay, so like that's the whole point. They're like, he goes on this quest across all these cool like landscapes to go get the Glonder box, and so like he gets a little companion, this little alien whose name is named Kling Kling, and Kling Kling is like, if you're good and you save us, then you can be the king, and we'll sing your praises for the rest of the time.
He should say something different.
We will lift you up on wings of the giant eagle bird, and we will sting you with the psychedelic wasp of life. So like essentially they're promising Drill like destiny, right? So anyway, they get the Glor blocks, the Glonder box. They get the Glonder box, and which is just a sword, just to remind you. And he builds, because he's an artist and a machinist and stuff. So he builds like this kick-ass freaking. He upgrades Justice to being like freaking. And they name it Fling Fling.
It should be called something different.
Ting Ting. Oh, that's the name of the
No, it
planet.
should be called something different.
See, I almost got you there. It's the name of the planet. They call it Ning Ning.
It should be called something different.
They call it Sting Sting.
It should be something different. Like,
All right, they call
way
it
different.
Swing Swing. They call it Swing Swing.
Should be way different.
Well, because you swing it. You swingity swag,
All right, I'll let this one slide.
All right, they swing it. So Justice becomes Swing.
Yeah. So yeah, he's going. He finds the Gingleborks, and the Groggle box, and he finds.
That's what it's called.
He finds it, and just as he's he puts his hand on the Glippy Boo, and he's making this halberd. He's the floor beneath him collapses, and he starts falling. And he's falling for so far, and he bounces on these mushrooms, and then
bounce on something different.
he actually bounces on these clouds that are. It's actually a fog, but like it's like a thick fog, and he bounces on these clouds, and he comes down, and it's actually marshmallows. Here, and he actually came. Zach wrote about this. The guy he found down in here.
The man he found is called Cloud Cover.
It should be something different.
Cloud Rain.
It should be something different.
Stormy Cloud.
It should be something different.
Dark Cloud.
It should be something different.
White Cloud.
Nah, it should be something different.
Stratus Cloud.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a
good one.
And Stratus Cloud has what he's ultimately looking for. It is his companion in life. He has his dog. He has his stick, but there's the one thing he's missing in his life, and it's the love of his life.
So yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. You got Luca.
You got this.
Okay, so he's got the glonga box. He's got the glonga box, which is swing the halberd. Dizzy's with him, and he's just met Stratus Cloud, and Stratus Cloud leads him down through this cave that he just fell through, and he comes to like this big underground city, and it's like all these nice people there are really friendly to him and like help him with food and water and everything. And he's got this new like woman, you know, she's like a human, like they have just tusks that come out of their mouth. They're human except for tusks that come out of their mouth.
She has something different.
They're human except for they have 2 extra arms. They have it's like
She
that's
has something different.
They have really cool like claws on their feet, so they can like climb up walls and kind of be really cool, and they can attack with their feet. Like anyway, the problem is, so here's the big problem, right? Kling with the bling bling, the bling bling tribe, they have lied essentially this whole time. They are the oppressors, and they wanted a guardian to quell the uprising with the swing halberd from the people down below, which is the original people. What were they called, Luke? What were the name of the other aliens that the bling bling tribe was like telling them about?
They were. Sorry, I'm sorry. I was thinking about a different movie that we were trying to pitch to another, but they were called the sauce.
It was the Gorgonauts or something.
The Gorgonauts. So the Gorgonauts. So they said the Gorgonauts were coming down and oppressing us, but really the Bling Bling tribe is the one oppressing the Gorgonauts underneath the earth, and they use them to mine the gold for their bling bling. And so freaking Drill is like pissed off because he's like met this amazing woman. This is all Zach. Zach like figured it out with this thread of love and life. And Dizzy loves Stratus. He's like all about her. So he's just like, look, this beautiful woman whose incredible feat is just running around and like teaching me all about life in the caverns, and like then he finds out this grand secret of like the oppression. And so the final part of the movie is just they go to war, man. I mean, the Gorgonauts are just like, you know, we've been oppressed for millennia, and we've spoken often of a savior with a swing, and here you are. And he's like, but I thought I was supposed to guard the bling bling people, and they're like, no, like you're here for us. And so he becomes like this hero, for the Gorgonaut tribe.
And then, so they go. They're about to launch this war, to get revenge on the Ting Tings, and that's when Drill, he's like leading the army with Swing, and they're kind of going out, and that's when Cling he says, "Oh, Drill, you found Swing," and he's like, very good. And you can kind of see his sinisterness because we haven't seen that yet. We just had what the Gorgonauts have been saying. They've been saying like, yeah, those dudes up there, they've been kicking us down, just real foot on the face kind of stuff, keeping us down. And Kling's like, oh, good. Could you hand me the swing?
He says something different.
Oh, Drill, that looks mighty good in your hands, but I would like to see it in mine just for a moment. And as Drill's like, he's thinking about everything that the Gorgonauts just said, and he can tell something's off with Cling, and he's about to hand it in, and he's like, for the Gorgonauts! And then that's when they launch like the full out attack, just missiles flying of, hot tamales, Michaels and Eichels flying, all this good stuff. They got like just globs of nerds just flying through. They're putting out like bubblegum traps, like chewed bubblegum, stuff like that. All that stuff. So, Drill, and then Dizzy's like he's biting on someone's leg, and then he like runs away with someone's candy. And it's just this all out war, and it kind of boils down to it after a lot of shenanigans and stuff in this world that Drill had created in his novels, but now he's experiencing it, and he sees what he wrote, and at the end Kling's like, please please don't do this. We had it so good.
No, he says something different.
He's like, I knew we should have killed you.
I said something different.
He says, Cling Cling. Classic Cling Cling here. This is what Cling Cling's like. You think this is the last of me? And then he gets on gets on his own rocket and starts flying away. And that's
Swedish fish.
Swedish fish. Exactly. Yeah. And then that's when Drill he like takes the halberd and he just spears it and and just skewers Cling Cling in midair. And then all the Gorgonauts they're just cheering.
The King. The King.
Yeah.
The King. The King. So yeah, how does it all wrap up, Zach?
So the issue is that the spaceship has to return back to Earth, but he doesn't want to. He wants to stay in this world and make it a better place. He doesn't want to, he and his dog, but he knows that if he doesn't return to the ship, it'll go with him to its new Voyager back home on Earth to take them to wherever they're supposed to go. So he ultimately has to make a sacrifice. Do I stay in this new world and make it a better place, or do I go home?
He said, do I stay or do I go? If I go, will there be trouble?
I think he says something different. I think he should say something.
It might be double.
If I go, it could be double.
He's going to say, can I get any satisfaction out of
Yeah. I can't get no satisfaction.
So
Isn't that never mind. Anyway,
so it turns out that he feels like he's got to go back to Earth because the way that the candy is, like, he's already showing signs of diabetes on this planet.
Got spotted
And
eyesight.
and spotted eyesight. The toe is starting to get hurt and everything. Like, so Stratus is just like, I love you. You're the everything I ever dreamed of.
she
But
says something different.
you, King, you can't stay here. But take this bling bling back to Earth, and have a good time with your thing. And she was gesturing to Dizzy, okay, and so he's like, okay, I love you, blah, blah, blah. They kiss. It's great. Beautiful. They get on the ship. Ship kind of like rumbles and takes off because the crystal lights up again. Like Zach says, we want to turn this into a franchise. There's like crystals throughout the galaxy and they turn on in different times. And so anyway, flies back to Earth with Dizzy and they did collect Justice, but the halberd head, the sword, the swing was broken off in Cling Cling's body. So they had to bury him with that stuck into his chest. And but he got Justice back. So he ends up back on Earth and falls asleep after a long trip and is woken up the next morning by this beautiful woman who eerily looks like Stratus Cloud, just without the feet claws. And she's like a neighbor who's like, hey, like, I noticed like nobody was moving around the house or anything the last couple of days. I want to just make sure you're okay. And we kind of have a Tom
sentiment
Hanks
moment.
Yeah, sentimental moment. Castaway kind of ending where we're like,
you leave it up to the viewers to decide where this goes, but this last remaining moment.
And that's where we got to credits. Okay.
And he's like, I'm Drill, but people call me King. And then that's when the credits start coming up.
What song is playing in these credits?
It's
Rolling Stones.
Yeah, some Rolling Stones.
Your song?
Kings is
Paint It Black.
The Beatles.
It can't be the Beatles. It's got to be something different. I think you're good, Rolling Stones.
Sultans of Swing plays.
Oh, I like Sultans of Swing.
But anyway, there's a post-credit scene where he's talking to this woman, like she's like hanging out with him in the backyard, and there's a rumble again, and the spaceship like starts to turn on again, and Dizzy knows the drill, so he just runs right into the spaceship, and he's like, "You wanna go for a ride?"
I think you should say something different.
You want to take off with me?
I got to show you something really cool. And then
It should be something different.
You want to blast?
said, check this shit out.
I think that's it.
Yeah, it's a family movie, so I like that.
That's where we hit the PG-13.
Yeah.
right there.
All right, so
What's
that's
up-
it. That's
What's
the
our
movie.
title card, boys? What's the title card on the screen? I
Yeah,
see
we're
it real big.
kicking around a couple things.
We have
Ting ting and the bling blings.
yeah.
Yep,
That
that was
was
one thing.
Pretty something different.
Drill and Dizzy go on an adventure.
This should be something different.
Halberd of Justice.
Ooh, give me an alternative. Give me an alternative.
We
Give me an
well,
alternative.
so we want this to be a franchise where he's going off to all these different like planets and stuff. So it's actually Nostradamus.
No, it should be something different.
Oh, what would you say?
Kiss the Candy Skies.
Oh,
Candy. Yeah, and it's the Candy Skies, and the first one is Kiss the Candy Skies.
And
it's Candy Sky is the franchise.
Yeah,
Candy Skies.
Yeah, or the name of the spaceship.
is Candy Skies.
Candy asses.
Yeah.
Candy asses. Drill and Dizzy. We were thinking of the name of the spaceship could be something cool like Sweet Tooth.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sweet Tooth Adventures.
Sweet Tooth Adventure.
Kiss the Candy Sky.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
like that. I like that. We'll go with that one.
All right. Nice. Sweet Tooth Adventures. Kiss the Candy Skies.
Volume 1.
All right, man. Well, I'm locking up around here, so I'm gonna have to think this one over and get back to you. Maybe you hit me with a little franchise deal. Give me episode 2, and we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, so we have
We got it locked and loaded.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth. That's not a cavity. We have Sweet Tooth.
Got the Munchies.
Got the Munchies.
That's the third one.
Something different, maybe.
We have Sweet Tooth. Why is it sticky? We have Sweet Tooth.
It's all cat and candy from here.
Yeah.
It's all candy from here.
It's all candy from here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that one.
Sweet Tooth is all candy from
Yeah,
here.
we got so many.
And then
we got
the last
so
one
many.
is, Sweet Tooth back to Candyland.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, back to get a little return action. I see it. It's all coming together.
Yeah. I mean, this kind of all leads me to my next point, which is the stuff. The stuff has all of the goods in it. That's right. It's got the goods, which means it has vitamins, minerals, natural essences, unnatural flavors. It's got it all. The stuff has been safely tested on humans, animals, and probably even the Kling aliens. The stuff is tried and true. When I'm feeling hungry, tired, and melancholy, the stuff picks me right up and sends me on my way feeling better than ever. Wait a second. Maybe I've just been going through withdrawals. Anywho, get 30% off your shipment of the stuff using code VCPOD30 at checkout. This is not an actual product, service, or idea. Just in case you thought it was, it's not. If there is something out there with the same name, we are unaware, have no affiliation, offer no judgment on the actual product, service, or idea.
All right, guys, I want to bring it home with something a little inspirational. We have just hit 100 episodes. Really proud of you guys. Really appreciative that we all committed to this. And 100 episodes, almost 100 hours of content is no joke. So not tooting our own horns, just saying that we took a lot of time to prep for this, and we ran the marathon. So today, on Don't Quote Me on This, I want to reference Haile Gebrselassie. Okay, sorry, it's a hard name, but it's a good name, Gebrselassie, and he was one of the most winningest long distance runners of all time. He set multiple records. He was an Ethiopian runner. He's won 2 gold medals, 4 world championships, all over 10,000 meters, which we know with conversion is way more than 7 miles. Is it 7 miles? That one, I finally got myself in trouble with that one. I've been narrowly escaping that for months. Anyway.
Oh, no, that's probably...
less than 7 miles.
Yeah.
Hey, we figured it out together.
How much?
10,000 meters.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is that this guy is a committed long distance runner, and it takes a lot of mental fortitude, a lot of discipline to get there. And so I just pulled a couple quotes from him that I felt like we could talk about, and then I'd love to just chat with our audience really quick. But the first one that I pulled from him, he said, "Always, if you win mentally, you can win physically as well."
Ooh, it's mind over matter. That's
Did some of that with Marcus Aurelius.
Oh yeah. That's if you have to convince yourself before you can convince anyone else, and if you don't convince yourself, how are you going to convince your body to keep doing it? Because it's easy to quit, and winning mentally, that Haile has it right, is if you can't picture yourself winning, you're not going to put in the time, you're not going to put in the effort, you're not going to be dedicated enough to actually do the work, to physically go through the pain that you need to be a winner.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in his case of 10,000 meters, like that's a lot. That's a big distance. It's like 6 miles.
Yeah,
that's definitely less than 7.
yeah.
Though that's a long way to run, and to be consistently that good. Like, yeah, you have to put your body through it, and you have to convince yourself in your mind that you can do it, and that you're going to continue doing it, because your body's going to tell you time and time again that you're done, but it's you that's in charge.
Yeah, at age 35, he won the Berlin Marathon. Wow. And beat his own record by 27 seconds. So, like, he just kept pushing his body. I know you've done a lot of workout and stuff, Zach. So what do you think of this?
I think it reigns true. I think for me, when I was doing a lot of weightlifting, it taught me that my mind is my biggest, is my best friend and my worst enemy. That oftentimes I wanted to quit, and my body was giving me every indication of quitting. And as soon as I really kind of silenced some of those thoughts and said, all right, I think I can, and I will prevail. It got me through my workouts. And I mean, even when I took a trip out to Mount Everest in 2017, I mean, we were hiking for several days, and there was plenty of times where I wanted to quit, but I had to mentally get over the physical pain to get to base camp. And I think it's 100% correct that if you're not mentally strong, your body's going to crumble. And I think, just the motivation to finish something is the most powerful thing in the world that we can have.
Nice. Yeah. So look, that's sound mind, sound body. Building on that, Haile said, once you have commitment, you need the discipline and hard work to get you there. I really like how kind of short and sweet this guy is. For somebody who runs long distances, he keeps his words pretty succinct. And this is it. Once you've committed, discipline comes into play, and hard work comes into play. And Luke, you talk a lot about like the 5-year overnight success. Where somebody's been working their butt off. They've made the commitment a while ago. We see their success now, but they had made their commitment quite some time ago. Yeah. And they were disciplined and they were hardworking. That's there's very few people that just happen on greatness and a great life. It's most of the time I'd say 99.9999999%. It's like, you might be lucky, but luck favors the prepared, and it's people that put in the work, and they've been committed, they have the discipline, and they're determined to do the things that need to get them to that position. You are where you are because of the things that you do. So
it's cool. It's because the word commitment has always been one that sticks out in my mind really strong. My old lessons from my old man from my youth is my old man used to say promises are meant to be broken. Commitments are ironclad. They are what they are. There is nothing else but moving forward with a commitment. So I like how he starts that saying, hey, once you have committed, everything else follows. With discipline and hard work, and it's you have no other option. You know what I mean? He also used to say that my old man would always say hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So it's you have to show up. If you're committing and showing up, I don't know. That's how it resonates with me.
No, that's a good way of breaking it down, focusing on that word commitment. That's a good one.
Discipline is definitely the one word out of that phrase that sticks with me. Because you need to be committed to something. What is that committed to? It's the discipline to continue. That's the hard part, is to continue to do whatever it is that you're doing. You're making that commitment to that discipline. Take losing weight, to be disciplined, to say, okay, I'm going to go as much as everybody around me is having that extra piece of pizza, that beer or whatever. I'm going to stay disciplined, and I'm going to see the end result. I'm going to stay committed to that discipline, whether that's eating clean, going to the gym. I mean, and it transcends just, doing bodily things. I mean, it goes across the board with, very much so your guys' podcast right now. You guys remained committed and disciplined to do this. I mean, I've talked to you guys outside of obviously just doing this podcast, and you're like, yeah, no, Monday, show up. We got to do it. We got to bang out these episodes, and it shows. And look at where you're at now. You're at 100.
Yeah.
And we're talking about discipline and commitment.
Definitely.
There's go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And there's one thing that I heard, like you were saying about losing weight, is I heard this personal trainer talking, and he's like, he had a 400-pound friend or like 350-pound friend, and he's like, all right, if you want to lose weight, come over, Monday, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock after work, and we'll work out. He comes over first day. All right, he does 10 push-ups and 10 jumping jacks, or like 10 squats. It's like, all right, what's next? The big guy says, it's like, no, that's it, we're done. Like, we're just getting you here. Come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. And then so the first 2 weeks it's just 10, maybe 12, whatever. And then he's like, why am I not doing more? It's like, because I'm building the routine and the consistency that you have, like to be here every single day. And then then we'll build up, because there's too many people that just jump right into something thinking like, I gotta do this, and then you go all out, and then you're like, you're blown out, like you're exhausted that first day or first few days, and you're drained, and like, well, man, I don't think I really want to do this. I don't want to commit to this if this is how I'm gonna feel. It's like, no, you have to baby steps, build up your discipline of your schedule and work it in, and then you can start going harder. And
I love that anecdote. Yeah. It takes 1 mile, and then pretty soon you're at 10,000 meters.
Yep.
I just wanted to wrap it up with one more quote. I'm sending this one straight out to the audience, and just wanted to say a couple things as we hit the 100 episode mark. So like I said, Haile Gebrselassie, he said, the long distance runner, mind you, the renowned long distance runner, he said, when you run the marathon, you run against the distance, not against the other runners, and not against the time. So wherever you're at right now out there listening, you're running your own race. It's you versus you. You don't have to look to your left. You don't have to look to your right. You don't have to worry about what I'm doing, what Luke's doing, what DJ Overtime is doing, even though he's putting in the work more than all of us. You definitely don't have to worry about Zach, because, he's outworking us all psychologically up here. The point is that you guys don't need to look over here. You just need to look inward. You need to find that commitment. You need to find that discipline. You need to run that race, and you need to just keep going. We all have a certain amount of time on this planet, and use each moment preciously and make it count, because when you do, pretty soon you find yourself running through the tape at the end of a 10,000 meter race, and you're not checking that clock to see what somebody else did. You're in that moment, you're only going to care what you did. So keep that in mind, fight the good fight, run the good race, and we'll see you at the finish line. All right. So keep your chin up and keep the lungs full of air. All right. So that was a great segment, guys. Thanks for making it to 100 with me. I feel really good about that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Don't be a hero, mate. You look after your mates, and your mates will always look after you. Yeah, cheers.
All right, we're going to the land down under for our last segment. Aussie News 100. Here we go. A multiple of 100. This is involved in the headline. Here we go. Noah's Farm pig races raised more than $10 million for charity over 2 decades. Oh, 2 multiples of 10. Yeah. 20 and 10 million. This guy he said back in the day in 2000, he essentially just started racing piglets. where he just with a can of spray paint and 5 pigs and a bunch of hay bales created a maze, and then just started having people wager on which piglet would finish the maze first. And pretty soon he started to get more well known in the area, and pretty soon started traveling around with all these pigs, and since then has raised $10 million in charity in over 20 years. So he'll just go to pubs, people place a wager, or they'll buy a pig for the whole day. And so they buy the pig, and then they just race that pig over and over again. That money goes to charity. Portion of it goes into the pot just to make things interesting. So this guy, I just think the Australians always find really fun ways to do the right thing. Kev the Pigman is what he's known as. Been racing piglets for 22 years from Noah's Farms. I had 5 white pigs in a spray can is what he said. That's how it all started. Since then, he's traveled all over, up to Nindagully and down to Quinalo and Toowoomba. These are all real places in Australia.
Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba.
Some of those guys flying to different planets or something.
He's raised money for traveling doctors and for cancer. He's done it all. His secret to helping the piglets rush through the maze is milk at the end of the tunnel. It's not light. It's not white. Well, it is white, but it's light white milk at the end of the tunnel for these kids, for these little pig kids. Just gotta say it. One of my favorite things that he said in here is like talking about how some pigs, like he'll bring out 7 pigs, and he'll always know that one of them is like, the Tom Brady of that day, the Tom Piggy of that day. And he just says, sometimes you'll get some that are just half a hash smarter than the rest. So if you keep an eye out for that little one, if you ever go down to Australia and to Toowoomba and you find Kev the Pig Guy racing pigs for charity, jump in. Make sure you keep an eye out for that half a hash smarter piggy.
It's not the Tom Brady. It's the Haile Gebrselassie.
The Haile Gebrselassie.
Yeah.
That is like me with Floxinox and I have vacation.
Yeah.
I need to say it a couple times.
Gotta get that one out.
Gebrselassie.
Oh, is that what you were saying before we recorded?
So I would love to go to one of these, a pig race.
I was gonna say, I gotta quote you on that. You say it every episode. Let me quote you on this and be like, the Australians always get me, man. Like they always surprise me with the way they're so nice, and they're always anyway. But seriously,
yeah.
I mean, look, guys are just having good old fashioned redneck Australian fun.
Yeah.
They're just like, well, I got can of spray paint, 5 white pigs, grab me can of Forsters, get out there, have a couple of races. You grab one, I grab the other. You got Tom Piggy, and we go running, But we're just raising it for charity, So
There you go.
I thought you were gonna say, he comes in with 7, leaves with 5, and everyone eats good. It's like the horse derby.
Yeah, the horse steaks.
You're really bringing home the bacon on that one.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Bring me the fillet knife.
And that just goes to show you that in life, you can come to the race with your pigs. You can come with your buddies. You can come with your justice. You can come with your cling and your bling bling, and you're looking for the Gorgle box. And you might find it. You might find the Stratus Cloud of your life, and you might get that high score. You might get your number retired if you're good enough, if you're doing it well enough, and maybe you're the youngest one to retire doing it, or maybe you're just the youngest person to win it. And Rosie will remember that the highest video game was Minecraft in the grossing cycle, because when you're snatching lizards, that was so long ago. It feels like that was yesterday when we were snatching lizards with our hooks. So I technically was right, because the tribe was getting lizards with their hooks from behind the trees. So I was right the whole time, or you're grasping Fruit Loops in your mouth, and it's not Daisy, but it sounds like it should be Daisy, and maybe one day there'll be a Daisy, because Buddy knows about the Nostromo, and when you go down to Kokomo and Glogabo, you're gonna find that the ride of your life was just right in your backyard the whole time, because you just needed to find that you had the determination and set up your commitment to you to become a winner. And when you do that, when you finally make that choice to be the winner of your life, then everything else will fall into place. Woo woo! We are pulling into the recommendation station. Where is it? Oh,
Woo woo.
there it is. All right, this is when we give you guys a little part of our life that we enjoy. Something, maybe a movie, a book, a music, a lifestyle choice, something that we recently watched, something that we heard, or something that we do all the time that we think makes our life good. Then we realize we'll pass it on to you. And what I want to do for our 100th episode, I want to pass this honor on to our dear friend, Zac.
Thank you. So this recommendation hits home for me. I wanted to bring it full circle from my first podcast with you guys. I just got off a show. I work in the film industry, and I worked on a stand-up comedy called It Ain't For the Weak by David A. Arnold, who he's a Cleveland native comedian who, he's been a comedian for 20-some years. Finally got his special, and the reason this is special to me is he just recently passed away back, I believe, it was in August, and I wanted to actually come onto the podcast and recommend It Ain't For the Weak. It's an incredible stand-up about fatherhood, just about a man's life, and he was an uncle of a good friend of mine, and he's so funny. He's got a couple of stand-ups on Netflix, but It Ain't For the Weak was so incredible to work with, and seeing the end result of it is absolutely incredible. So I know you're a fan of comedy. All you guys are a fan of comedy. Take a look at it. It's on Netflix. It Ain't For the Weak by David A. Arnold, a Cleveland native. I'm thinking about his family. Go check it out. You'll walk away laughing, and I can't recommend it any more than I am right now.
Yeah. Thank you. And that's one of those overnight successes, where he just went up on stage and, was awesome at it. No, he's working for 20 years to be that good. And yeah, I will check that out. And thank you for recommending that. And, sorry to hear that. That sucks. It sucks about that for him and his family. But at least he gave us something that we can enjoy, and passing on the goodness. I think that's the goal of really anyone, is leaving something that you could be proud of, that other people enjoy. I think that's probably a goal in life.
Yeah, your show is about comedy, and I feel like this is a good note for your 100th episode.
Yeah.
Comedy, you guys bring a lot of good content, a lot of great knowledge. You have fun with it, and I think just like David A. Arnold, you guys bring that commitment, that dedication to keep going, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with season 2, more episodes. Keep going, guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Well, I'm committed to you guys as your friend, because this is what it's all about. I'm going to look forward to 20 years from now listening to these and making my kids listen to them. So, hey, just wanted to shout out DJ Overtime, who's always been here and put in the work and been a big part of our bedrock. So thank you for being here and taking the show to the next level, man.
Hey, dudes, thanks for having me. It's been a good time from the get. We jumped in with Zac right out the gate, and I was just, finger flipping buttons over here, and I'm still just finger flipping buttons however many episodes down the road, but I'm still having fun doing it with you guys. So, that's my short and sweet. Thanks for having me out, guys.
Nice. Well, now we're all EQ'd up, and we sound great. So nice job for bringing that in. Zac, thank you for being here, man. Full circle. Really glad to have you here on this big, going into triple digits. How about that?
Thank you. It means a lot. Can't wait to see what else you guys create.
You got any socials?
Yeah, you can catch me on Instagram at Zac Popik, ZACPOPIK. I'm on Facebook, kind of on Twitter. Catch me whatever.
Catch you outside.
Catch me outside.
Catch me
Gucci
outside.
flip-flops. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for listening in. It's been a wild ride. We look forward to seeing you again soon. We will be putting out more content as much as we can and interacting you wherever you are willing to touch us on the internets, if you know what I mean. Big shout out to my co-host Luke. This has been a long journey for us. Been a big part of our friendship, man. It's just been a wild ride. So thank you, my dude, for making it fun one. This is Nick signing off.
And this is Luke signing off for the last time this season. And to Nick, I'm just going to say you're welcome. I don't have anyone to thank. No, thank you guys all for all your support and for being here week after week after week, just pounding, just smashing the laugh box. No, it's very rewarding doing these many episodes, and I hope that there are people be out there that stumble upon this and enjoy it just as much as we do. If not, we're still having a good time.
Yep.
And everyone that it does reach out to us and let us know, that what you like, what you don't like, all that. Hey, negative feedback is still, as long as it's constructive criticism. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. When you're out there, tell the person next to you who you're on the treadmill with. Just like, hey, sorry, my Velocity Chaos podcast episode just ended. Do you mind if you listen to it too? And then you listen to it again, and it'd be great because we got Velocity Chaos podcast, we got merchandise, we got cups, we got TV shows coming, we got movies that we're just pitching them off like that. We have Velocity Chaos season 3. We're never ending. Velocity Chaos forever. Velocity Chaos. We're flying into the stratosphere. We got Velocity Chaos and your mom. And like we always say, Velocity Chaos podcast. It ain't for the weak. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in to the Velocity Chaos Podcast. We upload new episodes every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Spotify, or your podcast platform of choice. Interact with us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod or on Facebook and YouTube at Velocity Chaos Podcast. We are grateful for your time and hope you enjoyed it here. Please tell a friend, and thank you once again.
Jesus Christ.